again. Come here, America. Well, let Marshall go first. Go out there and piss. Piss and shit. Do whatever you need to do. Do whatever it is you need to do out there. Do it. Do it. Pissing and shitting outside. Pissing and shitting outside. Pissing and shitting outside. Well, what are y'all crying about today? Epstein stuff was a big dud, just like I said it would be. Now what? What's the new thing to cry about? What will you cry about now? I got work tonight. Vacation's over. I gotta go back to work. I gotta go back to work. Oh, God. This is all life is. Is this all life is? Ah. Is this all life is? Going to work and coming home. I should be on a yacht somewhere. Put me on a yacht. A yacht somewhere. I shouldn't have to go to work. This is bullshit. How can this happen to me? T-West, you didn't get on Rust all week. Let me down. Let me down all week. Nobody logged in. Teenage maybe there for half a second and then you logged on. Are you gonna piss or what, buddy? Come on now. It's cold as fuck. We ain't out here to lollygag around. What the hell's going on out here? Go take a piss. Hey, go pee. There's another dog in here that wants to go. Quit taking your sweet time. Rude as hell. It's supposed to snow again tomorrow. Rain or some bullshit. You see New York City's oh my God. I told that idiot. I told that moron. Mondani can't even figure out how to get snow plowed away and put up. He don't even know what the hell he's doing. Marshall, back. You just went out. You were out there for fucking 3 minutes. Go. I don't let this other dog go. Let another dog go. Let another dog have a moment to be outside. It's cold as fuck. Bruh, you. Bruh. Bruh. Oh, Trump didn't do nothing to a little girl. Knock it the fuck off with that dumb shit. Good Lord. That shit's been debunked for fucking... Goddamn, for years that's been debunked. Enough with the rehashing old shit. So dumb. The Epstein stuff is dead. Dud. Total fucking dud. That shit didn't do nothing. What a joke that was. Come on. What are you doing over there? Hey. Miracle. What are you doing over there? What a dud that was. Thomas Massey looks like a fucking dork. Thomas Massey's gotta go. I hope he loses because he made an ass of himself last year. What a moron. That TDS will fuck you up bad. Destroy your whole fucking political career. Just destroy it. You just get obsessed with Donald Trump. Obsessed with getting Trump, and you're not going to get him because there's nothing to get. When are you going to learn? Did I watch that Epstein interview? No. How many times I got to tell you all? The Epstein stuff is a big nothing now. They've ruined it. They've turned it into nothing. It means nothing anymore. I don't even think about it. I don't pay no attention. Who gives a shit? They made it all about Trump, and then they released evidence that exonerates Trump. So what's the fucking point? They're not going to release anything. We already knew Bill Gates. There's nothing new. We already knew Bill Gates was involved. We already knew Prince Andrew was involved. We already knew Trump was not involved. What's there new? There's nothing new to talk about here. All these anonymous tips from a fucking tip line, a bunch of nut jobs call in and leave these weird ass tips. It's all bullshit. I don't care about none of that. That has no credibility to me, with me, whatsoever. Jay-Z's not in it. There is no credible information against any of these people. You're reading tip line shit. You're reading what, like, you or me could call the FBI tip line right now and leave a tip. And that's what got released. That's not credible. That's just, it's just a bunch of nonsense. And this is exactly what Trump was talking about when he said, you can't just release all this stuff because people will be accused of stuff they didn't do, and this will destroy people's lives. This is exactly what he was talking about. There isn't a list, guys. There's not a list of powerful people. There's not any of that. And when you really think about it, and the Epstein stuff it's just, we've been blind for so many years. We really thought there ain't no fucking list, man. We made that up. We came up with that. I know it takes a lot to just admit you got carried away. We got carried away with the Epstein stuff. There is no list of power. It doesn't exist. It never did. That's what Dan Bongino was saying on his show. Like, we got in there and there is no fucking list. Like, what we thought was there isn't even fucking there. It is what it is. It makes total sense when you think about it, though. Why would there be a list? Why would these powerful people keep a list that incriminates them? That doesn't even make sense. And the only people that would be on that list, if there was a list, would be kind of the lower end people, the ones that got blackmailed. Who's blackmailing them, though? You don't know those people. They don't keep a list of themselves. So the whole thing's goofy. Whole thing's fucking goofy and stupid. And now we'll never know what's real, what's not, because you guys have muddied the waters with all this stupid bullshit. Thomas Massey, thanks a lot, Thomas Massey. The damage that's been done to the Epstein thing the last year, man, it's sad because there is real victims, there is real things, but it's irrelevant now. It doesn't even matter now. No one's going to pay any attention to it. It's like when Thomas Massey did that little press conference a couple months back, and he had the victims out there, and was learning about these victims, and one of the women he had up there was like, she was like working with Epstein. She was like bringing girls to him. The whole thing is weird, bro. The whole thing is fucking weird. And they're all saying, all these victims are like, we know the names. Well, then why don't you name them? Why don't you name these people? Thomas Massey say he got a list of names. He's like, I can't release it, though. Well, then what good are you? This is all grandstanding, dude. This is all, like, just dumb. And I'm tired of the grandstand. It's just like Rad Paul. Like, these people are grandstanders. They talk a big game, but they never do anything. They never really accomplish anything. And when it's time to take a stand, about something serious, it's always like they're on the other side of it. Like they turn against us and root for the other team. It's just weird, man. I'm done with Rad Paul. I'm done with Thomas Massey. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of every fucking time they side with Democrats. It's fucking weird. Like, why do you side with these people that want to kill you? I am so tired of listening to people tell me the left wants to kill me and then turn around and tell me that I have to, like, go against Trump or something. Like, it's just so dumb, dude. Y'all don't make no sense. Y'all got to come up with a narrative and stick to it because y'all are making it fools of yourself the last year. So embarrassing, this behavior. God damn. You're becoming the left, where one thing I've always said about the left is that there's no consistency in the messaging. It's just all over the place. When you debate enough of these people, you realize these people don't believe anything. These people will say anything to you to win the argument in the moment. And then they'll contradict themselves 5 minutes later. I mean, that's just the way it is. And now I'm encountering that same thing from the right-wing people where I'm just like, God, what's wrong with these people? And it's TDS is what it is. It's just TDS. It's a lot of these people have this Israel derangement syndrome, and they feel like Trump betrayed them in some way because he doesn't bomb Israel off the face of the earth. So now they have TDS. And you can see it on these people's faces. You know, somebody posted a picture of Oren Schroyer, and man, he looks rough because he's lost his goddamn mind. All this crazy bullshit. And he's falling apart. He's spiraling out of control. He's caught up in the Jew hate, the Trump hate. I mean, he was working for Alex Jones, and Alex Jones told him, hey, man, relax with all that bullshit, man. And he couldn't even calm down, keep his job. Couldn't even calm himself down. And these people all act like they're exposing something. They're not exposing anything. They're just lying. I mean, it's all it is now. It's everyone. I've never seen lying is off the charts right now. Lying is out of control. Like, people making up crazy ass shit. It's just wild. See it every day. I get on Twitter every day. I see it. I just see the lying and the madness. And then I just get off and go about my day. I mean, what am I going to do about it? These people have lost their fucking minds. These people think George Bush cut some dude in half or something because some dude called into an anonymous tip line and told the tip line that. And they take that as like some type of evidence or something. And then they run with it and start tweeting it. And then people believe it. People read it and go, yeah, that's true. Nobody questions the source of it. Nobody cares. They just read it and then they go, yeah, that's true. That's crazy. This country has a stupidity problem. This country may not be able to be saved because there's just so many stupid people in it. It's just, God. And now, luckily, the internet and X and stuff, that's not really, it's not really, you can't really take a lot from that because that doesn't really represent the country. Not everybody's on Twitter. But if Twitter was a representation of the country's gone. There ain't no hope for this country. This country gonna be, because you guys are too easily psyoped into shit, man. Like, you fall for everything. You guys have learned nothing from COVID. You have learned nothing from the thousands of lies over the last 10 years. You've learned nothing from any of it. These people say something, you take it, hook, line, and sinker. You just believe it. It's just weird to me. It's a strange thing to see that people still fall for this stuff. People really still buy into this dumb shit. We already know everything is to know about Epstein. We already know. There ain't nothing new to find out, and we ain't going to find anything else out. Because any real incriminating evidence has been deleted. It has been removed. You understand that? You really think these people just was like, well, whatever. You really think that the downfall of the most powerful people on earth is going to be Thomas Massey with this little bill in Congress. That's going to bring it all down. Y'all are dumb, dude. Y'all are so goddamn dumb. There ain't no other way to put it, man. Y'all are naive and gullible and stupid. And maybe one day you'll wise up a little bit. I don't know. Sad to watch every day. Hopefully Thomas Massey loses when I got to hear from him. Oh, and then he'll start a podcast. You know what's funny about Thomas Massey is all these leftists love Thomas Massey. They love him. Weird, ain't it? I keep hearing about, oh man, if he was our president, he wouldn't do a goddamn thing. He wouldn't do nothing. He certainly wouldn't do nothing on the world stage. These countries would walk all over him. Just another grandstander that, you know, got something to say, but doesn't do anything. Got a lot to say. Just like Rand Paul. Yep. Do something. And when good things are happening, Rand Paul's always there to bitch about them. When Trump's blowing up drug dealer motherfuckers, bringing drugs in, Rand Paul's got a problem with it. Thomas Massey got a problem with it too. Well, Congress needs to approve that. And oh, God. Congress doesn't do anything. If we waited on Congress, we'd never get anything done. Y'all don't do nothing. Y'all drag your fucking asses and you don't do anything. The people voted for something to be done. When you gonna realize that? When you gonna realize that's why Trump is popular? Because he just does shit. There's a lot of people that just want Trump to just do what he wants and ignore the courts, ignore everybody. There's a large percentage of the population that wants that. There was a poll I read a while, I can't remember the percentage, but it was a decent amount of people that just said, fuck that. Fuck the Supreme Court. Fuck them all. That's where the country is. People want things done. They're tired of all this. The actual adults that go to work every day, normal people, want some things done. Normal people just don't understand why we have the most powerful military in the world and we just let drugs come in. We don't blow them up. Just blow them up. What the fuck are we doing? What are we doing? Trump starts doing it, and that's what I've always wanted out of a president. The things Trump did in the first year, my entire life I've asked these questions. Why can't we just do it? It's like they're killing Christians over in Nigeria. Trump just goes over there, blows all these fucking ISIS nerds up, kills them. My whole life I've wondered why can't we just do that? We can do it in other countries. Why don't we just do that? And if we're not going to do that, then stop selling me this goody two-shoes. Oh, America, we're the good people. We're so good. We're the heroes of the world. Okay, then be that. Either be that or shut the fuck up about that. Because when they want to go to war with somebody, they use that. Oh, we care about the people. We got to save the people. But it's never about the people. Trump actually blew up some fucking terrorists. He did it because they were killing people. He didn't do it because of any other reason. What other reason was there? He didn't get anything else out of it. We didn't invade the country and take no oil. He just blew these motherfuckers up and went back home. People got mad about that. People like Rand Paul get mad about that. It's the damnedest thing in the world. What's the point of having the most strongest military in the world if you've never used it for anything? What's the point of having the most strongest military if you just get punked by everybody? It's like having a house full of guns and people just come in and rob you. You don't do nothing. You just sit there. Like, what the fuck? Why would the nation with the most powerful military, the strongest nation on earth, get punked out by somebody like Iran or somebody? Or some Nigerian terrorist thugs? Why would we even... Like, we tell you not to do something, you do it. We blow you off the face of the earth. What the fuck? Simple. But no, don't do that. Bomb Russia, though. The same people that don't want to blow up ISIS people wanted to bomb Russia. They wanted us to get more involved with Ukraine and fight Russia. It doesn't even make no sense. It's just like the Gaza stuff, crying about Gaza all year, and then they kill a bunch of people in Iran, and y'all don't care. Because it's about Jews. Now, listen, I don't care that you hate Jews. I don't give a shit. Hate who you want. I don't care. People really misunderstand me, so let me make it very clear to you. I don't care that you hate Jews. I don't give a fuck about that at all. My problem with you people is very simple. You're liars. You want to come in my stream and lie to my face. You don't like Jews. That is your issue with Israel. You can stop BSing me about it and just be honest when you're around me. You hate Jews. It's okay. I don't care. I don't give a shit that you hate people. I don't give a shit. But you're trying to BS me and just, it's so dumb. I can read you people 5-10 minutes into talking to you. I know the questions to ask to get it out of you. I know you hate Jews. Not stupid. If you people cared about innocent people being murdered, you'd be all over this Iran shit. You don't even care about that. You don't even want Trump to intervene in that at all. But you wanted Trump to do something about Gaza or something. You wanted him to step in front of Israel, whatever the fuck, and he did multiple times. So I don't even know what the fuck you're talking about. Trump is the one that got the ceasefire. Trump is the one that reined Israel in. What are you talking about? If Trump is controlled by Israel, then why didn't Israel just finish Gaza off and Trump stand by them and assist them? That didn't happen. So what are y'all even talking about? You sound stupid. And you were wrong about all that, and you can't admit you're wrong about it, so you just start acting dumb. You start calling everybody Jews or accusing everybody of getting paid by Israel. Shit, I wish they'd write me a check. I wish they'd write me a check. But no check from me, unfortunately. And I'd tell you I took the money. I would tell you. What's there to be ashamed of? Get paid to say the shit I'm already saying to begin with. Y'all are retarded. Y'all just come up with these outlandish, stupid-ass theories, and then when you're asked to back up your theory with some evidence, you spiral out of control and get all bent out of shape about it. Start accusing people of being obsessed with Israel. This is the funniest thing y'all say. You're the ones that are obsessed with it, not me. I don't even think about fucking Israel. You're obsessed with it. I'm obsessed with mocking you because I find it hilarious. You're just one of many groups of retards over the years that I've zeroed in on and started smacking around. You won't be the last, and you're not the first. Don't think you're special. Not special at all. You put yourselves out there, and you're just retarded. It's hard not to mock you because you're so dumb. I mean, God, for years, I told you to leave me alone. I told you, if people come in here every day, what about Israel? I'd say, I don't care about that. I don't want to talk about that dumb shit. Who cares about that? That's the problem with you Israel people, is you're annoying. Because when you start interacting with you people, it's like, all right, well, I don't know a lot about Israel. You know, I've never really looked into it. So maybe these people have some information. I could learn something from them. And then you listen to you people and you realize, no, you don't know. You're just retarded. Like, you're just whack job conspiracy theorists. You have nothing you can tell me. I've seen someone say Netanyahu's name is in the Epstein files 900 something times. That's so funny, dude. The way your tactics are so funny to me. Like, the way you guys operate cracks me up. Because I'm wise to all of it, unlike everybody else. Everybody else falls for it. I just see it for what it is. The only reason you're saying, okay, so if you had specific evidence against Netanyahu, you would post that. You would go, look at this. Holy shit, look at this evidence. Look at this email. Look at this picture. Look at this video, whatever. You would have it. You would show it. You don't have nothing like that. You know how I know you don't have nothing like that? Because you tweet out there's 900 mentions of his name. Now, your average low IQ retard reads that tweet and goes, damn, Netanyahu, 900 mentions. He must be heavily involved in the Epstein thing. Now, what are those 900 mentions? I don't fucking know. Are there any specific mentions of those 900 that are incriminating of something, some type of evidence, something we could see and go, wow, that's crazy? Well, apparently not, because you're not showing me that. You're just telling me there's a bunch of mentions. They did the same thing to Trump. Oh, there's 1,000 mentions of Trump's name. And yeah, but there's no evidence of anything. It's just people talking about Trump in emails, and none of the emails are incriminating. They don't prove anything. There's no evidence. Anytime you see, with this Epstein stuff, anytime you see a tweet where it says this guy's name's been mentioned this many times, just know that guy probably didn't do anything wrong, because there's nothing there. There's nothing to show. There's no piece of evidence to show you to incriminate that guy and make him look bad. So the only thing they can do is tell you how many times his name is mentioned. You understand the amount of grifting and lying and the bullshit going on right now? You have to question everything you read. You have to just take everything with a grain of salt. And the problem y'all have is y'all just believe all this shit. Y'all just believe it. And then start sending it to me. You know, Trump raped a 13-year-old girl. Oh my God, this again? This lie again? That lie's been around for a decade. That lie is so debunked and stupid. What the fuck is wrong with y'all? And it's not even liberals sending it to you. It's like right-wing people. You're like, what the fuck is wrong with you people? Y'all people got infected with TDS or something. Y'all need to go to a doctor or something. Get help. What the fuck is wrong with y'all? Liberals don't even message me anymore, bro. They've all blocked me, bro. They're so defeated. I don't even argue with liberals anymore. I have to argue with my own side. I have to argue with so-called Trump supporters who got to tell me every day how we've been betrayed. And oh, God. Same people during the primary that was crying like a bitch because I told them to vote for somebody besides Trump. No, Smokey, we've got to vote for Trump. We've got to stand with Trump. Okay, well, he's president now. Stand with him. Now's the time to stand, motherfucker. You were so adamant on standing during the primary. Stand now. Because you guys are weak. All the media is lying, as they've always done, and you guys can't handle the heat. You can't handle your little friend going, oh my God, you support these deportations? Do you stand? Yeah, I do stand with it. Yeah, I do. Don't like it? Don't be my friend. Go fuck yourself. Who gives a shit? Who cares? Every friend I had could disown me over Trump and I wouldn't give a fuck. I'm supposed to stay friends with somebody who's trying to like bully me into submission. If you vote for Trump, we can't be friends. Then I guess we're not going to be friends. I guess we're not going to be family members or whatever it is. Who gives a shit? Not you people, though. You got to save face. Who can blame you, though? Every day the liberals come out and tell you they're going to kill you when they win the presidency again, that they're going to round us all up and kill us. So who can blame you for being a wuss, a coward? I get it. I understand it. I do understand. Like, you feel like we're going to lose, so you got to backtrack now. That's why we lose right there, though, that cowardice. Say what you want about the liberals. They ain't fucking cowards. They out in the streets fighting ICE right now. They're out in the streets fighting federal agents, standing by what they believe, and y'all can't even stand by what you believe on the internet. Think about that. Y'all like to give these liberals a lot of shit, but really take a long, hard look in the mirror at yourself. When are you going to start standing by the things you believe as hard as these people do? These people are fucking willing to die for this shit. This is why we ultimately lose to these people, because you're not willing to die for it. You're not willing to stand by what you believe. I mean, these people have been grooming your children for a decade in the schools, and none of you, you know what I mean? Like, everyone just stood by cowardly and let it go on, you know. It's crazy. The thing is, you don't really have to do anything but stand with Trump. It's not even hard. Like, you just have to stand with Trump. That's it. You just have to vote Republican and stand with the president. And I'm not saying you got to vote Republican for the rest of your life, but right now you've got to learn to read the room, read the situation you're in, and you just have to, it is what it is right now. Maybe a decade from now, we'll have a normal Democrat Party and we can vote for them or something. But right now, it's too dangerous to vote for them for a variety of reasons. So it's not even a thought in my mind. And I also feel it's too dangerous to even go after Trump. I don't feel the need to attack Donald Trump, because why would I want to do anything to get votes taken away from Republicans when the left is literally threatening to kill me? When the left goes on TV all the time and says there's going to be consequences for voting for Trump, there's going to be consequences for this stuff. Okay, well, then the decision of who I vote for in the foreseeable future is very simple. I vote for the people not threatening my life. It's very simple. Politics is very simple right now. There's really nothing to think about. One side wants to kill me and the other doesn't. Okay, simple. When the other side quits threatening to kill me all the time, they might get a vote in the future. But threatening to kill you, terrible policies, priorities, their priorities are just not straight. Their priorities are just not straight at all. Because I don't care about illegals. I mean, this obsession with illegals, this obsession with protecting them from being deported. I mean, I don't know how that wins the midterms, but I guess, prove me wrong, I guess. I don't see how Democrats win the midterms. And I keep asking someone to explain to me how they're going to win, and nobody can. But then people will say, you're delusional about the midterms. Okay, well, explain why. They can't. This is the same thing I dealt with Kamala, where I would say, how does she win? And nobody had an answer. Nobody could make an argument. I asked every fucking day for someone to convince me she's got a chance. And nobody could, but then they keep telling me she was going to win. I just keep seeing this stuff on X. It's just weird to me. I keep seeing people, well, Republicans are gonna lose the midterms. They need to get serious about this. And I ask myself, what do you want them to do? What is not being done here that you're expecting to be done? I just don't understand. First of all, I don't understand how people would vote for Democrat. I don't understand what they're doing to win votes. Nobody explains it. I don't know if you've noticed, but nobody really breaks down why Republicans are going to lose the midterms. They just say that. Nobody breaks down any of it. I've yet to see a video. I've yet to see anybody taking time to explain why, or explain what the Republicans need to do. Well, they need to focus on affordability. I'm like, they are. What are you talking about? Rent prices are at a 4-year low. Gas prices the same. What are you talking about? What are you people talking about? It's like you don't keep up with the news. It's fascinating to read the news every day and see all these victories, all this good stuff going on, all this progress. Because I'm a grown man, I realize this isn't going to be done on day one. I don't care what Trump said. I don't care about campaign nonsense. You're not doing all this on day one. This is not day one. Day one, I snap my fingers. The economy is the greatest thing in the world. I snap my fingers. Life isn't magic. Life isn't a movie. Grow up. Grow up. Well, Trump said it. Trump said it. Are you 12 years old? Grow up. But as you follow along with the economy, you see the progress. You see the things Trump's doing is working. So I don't know why affordability. What are Democrats doing to tackle affordability? Like, what the fuck are they going to do? How's Mondani doing in New York City with 8-foot tall trash piles and snow so you can't walk down the street a week after the storm? No, Obama does not have Trump beat on deportations. As Tom Homan said, Trump had record deportations. He broke the record. So, once again, you guys are just making shit up. You're not living in reality because the people you're watching that are influencing you are lying to you and you're eating it up. Parr doesn't have a car. Try to keep up. Figured you would know that of all people. You would know that. Thought you knew everything, Duckhead. They have released the numbers. Yes, they have. I've been reading deportation numbers all year. What the fuck are you talking about? Just because Tom Homan worked for Obama doesn't, I don't know what that's supposed to mean. 1 minute you're telling me Obama had record deportations, and now you're telling me Tom Homan worked for him during the record deportations. Seems like the right guy to be in charge of the deportations, huh? The guy with the record. $250,000. Oh, no. Who told you that? The number I read was over 700,000 deportations. And that just counts the ICE deporting them. There's a lot of self-deportations too. People like to say that number's fake. Number one, nobody has been able to present any evidence to make... I've only seen one thing where a guy was talking about self-deportations. He said self-deportations happen every year. People overstay their visas. They leave voluntarily. It's a normal thing. He said, so some of that number is just standard. You're always going to have a number. You know, it's always going to be there. He's like, but it is higher than usual. Now, we'd have to go back and look at the years. I'm sure there's data on all of this stuff where you could go back and look at self-deportations throughout the years. You can compare them to now. But the number is very real. It's just that million, it's not all. Some of it is people overstay on their visas and different things like that, and they leave. They're not like evil fucking people they don't want to break the law. They leave. So is the self-deportation number a lie? No. Is it exaggerated a little bit? Yes. Yes, it is. It's politics. Are you new to politics? He needs to do more. Okay. Tell me what he needs to do. Let's hear it. I am so tired of listening to people complain. Solutions now. Let's hear them. What's your ideas? Because Trump is going so hard at deportations, the liberals are in the streets fighting ICE. I mean, I don't know how much harder we can go here. You know, there is a limit to how hard we can go if we want to win the midterms, right? You realize that, right? You can't just, well, I don't know what you people want to happen, but I don't think that's going to go over well. I mean, what they're doing now is, well, if you look at the polling, if you actually look at the polling, majority support what's happening right now. But when in the same polling, when it's about these people getting shot, the public doesn't like that. So that's why Trump is trying to de-escalate the situation. Because if you keep escalating it and these people keep getting shot, that's not polling well. People want these deportations. What Trump needs to be doing, and what you all should be doing instead of going against Trump so hard, is you should be educating people on the fact that the only reason this is going on in Minneapolis is because it's a sanctuary city and the police department doesn't work with ICE. All across the country, the police work with ICE, and we don't have this problem. That's what's happening in Minneapolis. The governor and the fucking mayor are like fighting the federal government on this. So you have chaos. What did I lie about Maryland, man? What lie did I tell about that? Has he been deported yet? I mean, my God, with that guy. What is it about that guy that they just can't get him out of here? There are certain guys that just the liberals will not let them go, like holding onto their ankles, like, no. What is it about the Maryland man that has him so obsessed? Deportations are happening. That's a fact. I mean, that's just a fact. Guys, Trump is not a king. I know the liberals tell you he is, but Trump can't just, he's not a king. What the fuck? He's doing it by the law. He's doing it by the book. You guys want him to break the law. I'm sure that would go well. They're already saying he's breaking the law and he's not even doing it. Imagine if he was. You guys are so worried about the midterms, but at the same time, you want Trump to do things that will cause us to lose in midterms. This is so funny. Trump's trying to be a leader. Trump tries to de-escalate the situation. That's why he sent Tom Homan. The Border Patrol guy was there. He was kind of, things were escalating. So what did Trump do? All right, we're going to send Homan in. And Homan's handling it. I wish Trump was our king. That's for damn sure. Because I just know Trump knows what he's doing. I mean, it's as far as the leaders I've seen in my life, Trump's the best one. Who's better than Trump? Clinton or somebody? What the fuck? Biden? Come on now. I got to go back to work later. Back to work after the vacation. You know, I looked into the business thing. Somebody was talking about that, wrote a big long tweet about it. I retweeted it. It's not that simple. That's the thing. A lot of this stuff is just not that simple, man. When you look into these things and learn more about it, you start to understand, oh, it's not that simple. He can't just snap his fingers and do that. It's illegal. It is what it is. It is what it is. Apparently, the stuff with the businesses is what's it called? There's a name for this. Some kind of thing. But Congress has to vote on this. God, I can't remember what it's called. But there's some type of program or something. How is Trump power hungry? What the hell? I wish. God, I wish. I wish Trump would take full control, because Trump will fix all this bullshit. If Trump had full power to do what he wanted and didn't have to answer to nobody, he'd handle a lot of this crime and a lot of this bullshit going on. But unfortunately, Trump is not the guy y'all claim he is. He's just not. And maybe that's for the best. I don't know. Of course, the Democrats are going to elect someone that is like that. Oh, well, what can you do? Some of you will vote Democrat. Some of you will sell yourself out. And you'll gloat about it and you'll think it's funny. And then you'll get what you deserve. Gas prices will go up. Food prices will go up. A lot of bad stuff will happen. And it'll be your fault for voting for it. And then there'll come a point where you'll appreciate Trump. See, y'all forget those years during Biden. I don't forget those times. I think about them every day. That's why I'm grateful for where I'm at right now. Y'all are ungrateful. Y'all need to be reminded of the suffering. Y'all need to go back and have 4 more years of suffering. These Democrats might have to have power again to make you suffer. That might be what it takes to get you to where I'm at, where you realize this isn't a game. You either stand with Trump or you suffer. It is what it is. People got to learn the hard way in life. That's what I know. People like to learn it the hard way. You can tell someone 1,000 times not to do it. They got to do it. They got to feel it themselves. So be it, I guess. Don't say you weren't warned, though. I'm not the only one saying this. I see Democrats on Twitter every day saying it. Like, oh, we're going to punish you, motherfucker. They will, too. Because they're unhinged. Now, can you win a national election running on punishing half the country? I don't know if you can. I just don't. I don't think that's going to be a winning message. But we'll see. How about that Melania movie? They were so worked up about the Melania movie. Like, what the hell? It's like Amazon paid her $40 million. Yeah, Amazon paid her $40 million to make a documentary about the first 20 days as First Lady. I mean, what's the big fucking deal? They did it for political favors or whatever. Okay, what political favors has Amazon got then? Show them to me. I mean, just show it. I mean, goddamn, people love making these allegations, but where's the evidence of it? Okay, what did Trump give Amazon? Like, goddamn, not everything is a grand fucking conspiracy, bro. It's just a movie, bro. Watch it or don't. Nobody cares. Nobody gives two shit fucks if you watch it or not. I'll probably watch it when it's on demand or something. Wasn't playing in the theater where I went to, so. But oh, the horror. They made a movie about Melania. The horror! And then the critics gotta give it a negative review. Why, though? Is it is it a bad documentary? Like, maybe it's a good documentary. Just because you don't agree with the politics, you know what I mean? Like, this is the problem with movie critics. Like, no. I need you to tell me if the movie's good or not. If it's a good documentary film to watch, if it's interesting. I don't need to hear your political bias against it. Like, if they made a documentary on Hillary Clinton, just give me an honest review on Hillary Clinton. Does it tell me about her life? Do I learn about Hillary Clinton? Is there some cool behind-the-scenes stuff I get to see? I don't need to hear about how you hate Democrats. That's irrelevant to the review of the movie. Is it a good movie or not? Simple. And there's no way it's a -10 movie or whatever. You know what I mean? It's just so dumb, the review. It's like, this movie is a -2 thumbs down, 3 thumbs down. I grew a thumb out of my ass and it went down during this movie. Like, come on, man, stop. That's the problem with the Trump shit, man. These people just can't stop with it. Over-the-top hate is so dumb. I've realized I don't hate anybody. I've observed these liberals so long, I realize I don't hate anybody because I don't have this level of hatred that these people do. I can't think of anybody I actually hate. Because to hate somebody like you're thinking about them all the time, you're obsessed over them, there's not a single person I'm thinking about all the time. Obsessed over. All bent out of shape about. No. She speaks 7 different fucking languages. Trump's wife. What are you talking about? I keep mentioning solutions. What solutions? You said go after the employers, and I told you look into that. It's not as simple. But you won't go look into that. Of course, I think the focus right now is something you know. It's just man, having a good memory is like crazy. It's crazy I can remember all this stuff and y'all can't. I think with all the weed I smoked, I wouldn't be able to remember it. But Tom Homan repeatedly said, we're prioritizing public safety threats. We're going after the worst of the worst. That's the priority. Now, if we encounter other illegals, they're not off the table. But the priority, as of right now, is these public safety threats. Rapists, pedophiles, murderers. And so when they're doing that, y'all, it's just weird. Like, what is going after the employees? How does that go after public safety threats? They're doing exactly what they said they were going to do. Yeah, Congress has to. This is a thing. Congress. I mean, like, why not look into it before you get mad at Trump? Why not try to understand the topic better so you don't sound retarded? The same immigration policy as first term Obama. You just told me Obama has record deportation, so now you're mad that I just don't understand. Guys, they can only deport so many people at once. This is just life. I mean, this is reality. You can't snap your fingers and use magic to get all the illegals to just disappear. They have to literally go get these people and deport them. There's only so many people they can deport a day. There's only so many plane rides out of the country. What do you want? Trump got rid of birthright citizenship or whatever. It's going to the Supreme Court, ain't it? Trump is already trying to fix it. You guys are not being patient. You're turning on the man and you ain't even giving him time. And the things you're complaining about, he's doing. We have laws. We have a country. He's got to follow the law. Sorry. That's life. I know you've been told Trump is a king on TV and he's breaking the law, but he's not, he's actually not. That's this liberal fantasy. That's not happening. It is what it is. How many illegals you think Gavin Newsom's going to deport when you get bent out of shape and vote him in? See, I hear all your complaints, but I just still don't understand how, the only option we have is to keep voting Republican here. You know what I mean? Like, the Democrats are not. Can you hear me now? It's going to rain and snow tomorrow, apparently. What about New York City with the snow and the garbage? Have you seen that shit? Have you seen it? Now, I'm trying to figure out if that's Mondani or if that's just something that happens in New York after a big snowstorm. See, I don't live there. So maybe it's not abnormal to see something like that in New York City after a big snowstorm like that. Or maybe it is, see? See, everyone's saying it's Mondani, but see, I'm not in a cult. I'm not a right-wing cult retard. I actually do question it. I actually do go, well, maybe this is a New York City problem, not a Mondani problem. Maybe this has always kind of been an issue in New York City. Because I see all that snow on the sidewalks and the cars, and I'm thinking, okay, well, they've plowed the road, but how would they get all that snow out from under those cars and stuff? Are there people the city used to hire that would go around digging the car? You know what I mean? That seems like something the person would have to do themselves, dig their car out. I mean, I've never seen anyone come dig my mama's car out, or my daddy's car, or my brother's car, or anybody I knew with a car. I've never in my life, after a snowstorm, seen any city official come and dig your car out for you. Now, the sidewalks not being shoveled or anything, once again, is that a responsibility of the city, or is that a responsibility of the person that owns the business to go outside the front door and shovel their part of the sidewalk? Another thing to think about during all this is all these videos of people crying about the snow and everything. Aren't these people who believe in, we all work together, so shouldn't you all shovel that shit and work together? Collectivism or whatever? So is it really Mondani's fault, or is New York City just full of a bunch of spoiled fucking babies who can't even dig their own car out of the snow? I mean, think about it. You was probably in this snowstorm. Did somebody from the city come dig your fucking car out of your driveway? Probably fucking not. I'm going to go out on a limb here and say, no, that didn't happen. But, like I said, I don't live in New York. Maybe prior times when they've had a snowstorm, they've done better. So it looks insane, the videos coming out with the garbage and everything. So I don't know. And it's a week after the storm too. It's like crazy. Like, do these people not? I need to see a comparison. When was the last snowstorm? Guess you should have voted Andrew fucking Cuomo, huh? I guess old Cuomo ain't as bad as you thought, huh? If I was Cuomo, oh my God, I'd be talking so much shit, bro. If I was Eric Adams or Andrew Cuomo, I would be talking so much shit. I would be on the television every day, just shitting on him. If I was Eric Adams, I'd be walking around the fucking snow out there talking shit. If there was a snowstorm that happened when I was the mayor, I would post the pictures. I would say, look at this. I had things cleaned up. Things got handled when I was mayor. Y'all didn't want me, though. So good luck. Any person on Twitter complaining about the snow, I'd reply and be like, yeah, well, who'd you vote for? Bet it wasn't for Eric Adams. Andrew Cuomo's like, yeah, I may have touched some woman's ass, but I got the snow up. Something to think about, Something to think about. Him touching that woman's ass is between him and that woman. But that snow being piled up and you not being able to get your car out, yeah, that's a whole different thing, ain't it? Suddenly you don't care about that woman's ass getting touched, do you? When you came out and saw your car piled up in that snow, garbage all around it, you said, fuck, I don't even care about that. I don't care about that woman. You would probably stand by and let Andrew Cuomo grope a woman right now if it meant you could get your fucking car out of all that snow a week later. That's what I'm saying. All the virtue signaling, all the dumb bullshit, like, oh, he killed grandma at the nursing home. All that's true, but he got the snow off the sidewalk. I mean, it is what it is, man. How many grandmas are going to slip and fall in that fucking mess and die? And what is this about Mondani and Epstein's mom, or Mondani's mom and Jeffrey Epstein. The only interesting stuff that's coming out about this Epstein stuff is like shit like that. It's just off the wall shit. You never like, what the hell? How is Mondani? Because you feel like Mondani's kind of new to politics, like he just emerged. But his mom was fucking with Jeffrey Epstein or something. It's all these people are connected, man. Even these new people, you think they're not connected. They are connected through their parents and shit. Whole thing's fucking weird. And now Mondani ain't even tweeting about Epstein no more. He stopped tweeting about Epstein. Crazy. Mondani's been in office for a month, and it's a horror show. But if Democrats win the midterms, give yourself a pat on the back for helping them. So-called fake Trump supporters. I see you now. You're not real Trump supporters. It's funny, the people that gave me the most shit for supporting DeSantis all turned on Trump. Ain't that weird? Well, not all of them, but a lot of them did. It's weird. How do you turn on Trump when he's winning? That's what I don't understand. Y'all are weird because y'all turn on Trump when he's like dominating. It's like Trump said, you'll get tired of winning. It's true. You guys are tired of winning. You're pretending like you, because you want to be victims. Everyone's got this victim mentality. They want to be victims. So they can't take the wins. They can't take the success. They have to pretend they're still losing somehow. They've been betrayed, the Jews or something. It's sad, man. You'll regret it too when Trump's gone, because the next president, you'll see that like it's not the same. It's just not the same. It'll be more kind of like the status quo. It'll just kind of go back to that, I think. And you'll be like, man, Trump was special. We had something special. And we wasted it crying like a bitch. It's the darndest thing we've ever seen. I thought the second term would be different, and it has been different in terms of Trump's behavior and his action. But the thing that shocked me is all these people turned on him. Trump is going harder than he's ever went, and you guys are acting like it's not enough. It's just weird. And the things you want are just unreasonable. It's not going to happen. It's just silly. They're not going to turn on Israel. It's just so dumb. Quit expecting things that... How do you vote for Trump expecting him to like go after Israel? You saw the first term, he supported Israel. I don't understand why you would expect anything differently. So I don't know why that would be shocking to you. Why it would be something you feel like Trump betrayed you on. How? I didn't know Trump supported Israel. How did you not know that? How? You see, in Virginia, those idiots elected a Democrat governor, and she started raising taxes on them. She started raising taxes and getting soft on crime immediately. Hey, that's what you voted for. Good luck. Good luck, people of Virginia. Let me know how it works out, people of Virginia. Fucking idiots, man. Imagine voting to make your bills go up. It's just crazy. Absolutely insane. And that's all Democrats do, is your shit goes up when you put them in power. I've seen it time and time again. The closer you get to Democrat-controlled areas, the higher the gas gets. It's so fucking funny. Like if you start driving towards Louisville, as you get closer to Louisville, the gas just progressively gets more expensive. It's like a virus oozing out of the liberal hive mind. There's a hive mind. I gotta put some socks on. Wait, no, I don't. Put these Crocs on. Croc. Got some. You ever had Crocs? It's a good shoe to wear outside, especially in the snow. It's rubber, whatever the hell it's made of. I gotta go outside a minute. I'll be back though. Then I'm gonna smoke and go to bed. Miracle, get off his couch. What the Miracle? When's Trump gonna level Iran, put an end to it? And what's all this about a nuclear deal? I thought we blew up the goddamn nuclear. See, that's the thing. Now, I know they're not going to stop trying to get a bomb. They're going to rebuild, obviously, but Trump's all over the place with this Iran thing. I think Trump regrets opening his mouth. Now, if he bombs the shit out of them in a couple of days or whatever, then, I mean, he's just buying time. He's just talking out of his ass. You know what I'm saying? He's already decided to attack, and it's just whatever he's saying right now, it's just whatever. Before he blew up their nuclear stuff back last year, he said he was tweeting the same type of shit, like, let's negotiate, yada, yada, yada. And then he just hit them. Trump wants the element of surprise a little bit, right? So, and he can't really have the element of surprise because, you know, everybody knows the ships are there. Everybody knows these things. Hold on, I'll be back. Tired of all this fucking snow. Damn, Miracle, I'm gonna fall, Miracle! I don't like unsweet tea. Haven't been at work since last Saturday. Ain't no telling what it... Oh, my God. Telling what I'm walking into tonight. Can't be as bad as Derry. If they don't stand with Trump, they'll get what's coming to them in the end. Just know that. Just know that deep down inside. They'll get what's coming to them. Just know that one day they'll be crying out for Trump. Five years from now, if we're still alive, they'll be crying out for Donald Trump. They'll say, God, we miss Trump. And then I'll say, I tried to tell you. You could be at the Melania movie having a good-ass time. Instead, you choose to be a miserable dork. Instead, you choose to become a miserable-ass liberal. You made the choice. You were like, you saw those miserable-ass TDS-ridden liberals, and you said, I want to be just like them. I'm going to start hating on Trump, too. Oh, I'll be voting in, too. Make you want to live. Make you want to get up and go to the gym. Start eating healthy. Melania movie. You nerds crack me the fuck up. Because all you talk about is all the time, oh, there's nothing good to see at the theater. There's nothing good. Hold on. You've been wanting a good right-wing movie, and now they give you one. You guys want these studios to produce, like, stop with the liberal woke bullshit. That's what you want. So then they make a movie about Melania Trump. Now you think, if you nerds had any brains in your head, which you don't, you would all go see this movie so you could show the studio, hey, this is, we want, just make a, there are right-wing people that want to see movies. But instead, well, I mean, the movie was a massive success. Biggest documentary in a decade. I can't even pretend it wasn't successful, but you could have drove this movie to $40, $50 million opening weekend, and you could have really sent a message, but you don't think like that. Then Amazon would have said, holy shit, all these studios would have went, damn, right-wing people go see movies. And then all this feminism, bullshit, all this crap, all this woke, gay shit, they just take it right out of these movies. Because money talks. But you couldn't bring yourself to go see the Melania movie. She's not interested. And how would you know? You didn't even see the movie. So how the fuck would you know? She's literally married to the most interesting man on the planet right now. You don't think Trump's in the movie? Huh. You don't think Trump's has a starring role, co-starring role in the movie? You just think the movie don't have Trump in it? Goofy ass. There's tons of Trump. I'm going to see it. I'm going to review it. Put it on demand. If it was in theaters, I would go see it. If I could go see it in the local movie theater, but it's not playing here. You think it would be, right? It's kind of weird that it ain't playing here. It is odd. Because you think it would be. That's a perfect woman. Sounds like a great woman. When she gives a statement, it's just some generic shit. Melania is a real woman. She's not trying to... She's just a nice, quiet, beautiful woman. Polite woman. That's a real woman. That's why you ain't used to seeing that. She doesn't have tattoos and a bunch of piercings in her face. I just can't get into her. Her hair's not blue. I want a MAGA hat. Send me one. I was gonna buy one, but they're kind of expensive, man, for real. Like, damn, Trump. I think the MAGA hat like $40. I was like, dang, I ain't buying this. That's crazy. $40 hat? What the? You can get a knockoff one, but that's kind of gay. I think the hat's expensive. The MAGA beanie costs even more. How you get that big hat, Charlie Kirk hat, that just said MAGA on it? That's a sick hat. God, what was that shit? What was that shit I read earlier? Had me laughing. Something Trump said on the plane or something the other day. God, what was it? Fuck. It was some real off the wall shit. I was like, what the fuck is he talking about? I don't know. I'd have to see the clip again. Actually, put it in Discord. I'm gonna find it. I give up. I can't find it. It was funny though. It was so off the wall. Like he was saying something, and then at the end of it, he just said something, and I was like, "What the fuck is he talking about?" He was on the plane. He was in a tuxedo. He was wearing a tuxedo. He was on up the Air Force One. They're asking him questions, and he was talking about something. And he said some funny ass shit. And I could have swore I put it in the Discord, but I couldn't fucking find it. I couldn't find it on my Twitter either. Maybe I fucking am mad. Maybe I dreamed this shit. It was only just a dream. Dude, I was on Facebook earlier and it was showing me like stuff from, years ago that I had posted. And I had posted this picture of the TV on CNN, and it's and the caption on CNN said, "There is no evidence to Trump's claim that Michael Bloomberg is going to stand on a box during the debate." Like, what the fuck? No, it's not that one, no. It should be on my timeline, but I couldn't find it. I don't know. It's so weird. I don't know. I found the video, but it's like 30 minutes long, and there's a specific thing he says in it that's funny as fuck. I'll just have to watch it after the stream. And then screen record it. But somebody tweeted it, and I can't find that tweet. He said some funny shit, though, whatever it was. It had me laughing. Because he's just talking about something. And then at the end, he says some crazy ass shit. They're having a race around the Capitol with, I think Formula One cars or some shit. Or it might be Indy cars or something. I'm going to race around the Capitol. Trump's having a race for the 250th. How does that make you feel? You'll probably cry about that. You guys are becoming liberals because you're starting to say gay shit. Like, I can see you now. You'll be saying, "Well, that's money that could go to feed the homeless," or some gay shit like that. Just gay. Like, shut up. Oh, God. Trump's going to take out the Ayatollah of Iran, and then you'll cry about that, too. You'll say, well, why did we have to get involved? Because Trump is king of the earth. The hell? He did not decide to become king. He is king of the earth, though. That's just the way it is. America is king of the planet. We rule over the planet. Eventually, you'll grow up and realize that's the only way it should be. Why would we want it to be any other way? If we don't rule over the planet, someone else will. So we might as well do it. Makes sense. Makes total sense. So just let Trump handle it. You'll be okay. You're so worried about being drafted. Ain't nobody drafting you. Nobody drafting you anywhere. Hush. They know you're a pussy. They ain't sending you over there. They know you ain't gonna do nothing. Let men with the will to act. Honestly, the only when it comes to like going to war or doing some war shit, the only opinion that should matter is the soldiers themselves' opinions. That's the only poll that really matters. If going and fucking Iran up is like popular in the military, I don't know if it is, but if it is, and what do we got to say about it? They probably know more about it than us. If men are willing to go and fight, who are you, a weak, cowardly man, to stand in their way? Why don't you step aside, coward? Why don't you step aside and let real men handle the situation? And be grateful that nobody's asking you to do it. Nobody's asking you to die for Israel. Like, every time I hear somebody say that, it's the gayest shit, I swear to God. When these streamers were doing it, when these streamers were getting on their stream and saying it like it was some fucking big thing. Shut up, you fags. It's the fucking gayest shit I've ever seen in my life. Fucking nerd shit. I'm not dying for Israel. Who the hell ever asked you to? When were you ever in danger of dying for Israel? Never in your life. Shut up, you retard dork. One day you'll see it's gay. Right now you're into it. You're like, oh, but they're right. One day you'll grow up and realize that's all gay shit, and then you'll look back and go, those guys were fags. How did I ever watch those guys? They were so faggy. You'll go back, watch the clips. You'll be cringing. This is the way it goes. You're caught up in a psyop right now. You're psyoped. You're mind fucked beyond imagination right now by the Jews and the Arabs and everybody else. They mind fucking you. Liberals, Trump, everybody's got a piece of your mind. They're passing your mind around. Everybody's taking a turn with your mind. What have I said about Trump that's not true? You can't name anything. You're just upset that I'm right. And you're delusional. And when you come here, you have to face your delusions. You have to face them. But that's why you come here. You need to face your delusions. Deep down inside, you know you're delusional. Deep down inside, you know you have Trump derangement syndrome. You need... Somebody's got to talk some sense. Someone's got to explain to you that you're deranged. The guy's coming in here telling me, just listen to this. Just listen to what I'm going to say to you. Guy's coming in here telling us that Trump's just not doing enough deportations. And then it's like, then I'm talking about Tom Homan. He's like, Tom Homan, that was Obama's guy. Well, the guy just told me that Obama has a record deportations. So the guy that's in charge of the deportations right now is the same guy. So what are you mad about? What are you upset about? And Tom Homan just said on Fox News, 700,000 deportations. He said that's a record number. So why don't you go argue with fucking Tom Homan, guy? Why don't you go call Tom Homan fucking delusional to his face? Why don't you go argue with Tom Homan, who just said they broke the record for most deportations in a year, 700,000? Why don't you go argue with Tom Homan? You know so goddamn much about it. I bet you know more. I bet you do know more than Tom Homan about it. I bet you do. You just said Tom Homan deported all these people under Obama. And now you're telling me enough's not being done. I think Tom Homan's probably doing everything he can. What more do you want? What more do you want? Wants them to go after the employers. I guarantee he ain't calling up his congressman saying, hey, we got to go after these employers. And he'll go vote for some liberal dork. It's a clown show. He'll be in here in a couple of months going, I don't know, the Republicans just ain't done enough. They just ain't done enough. So I'm putting Democrats back in power so they can do nothing. So they can just do a lot of damage. They haven't deported enough, so I'm going to vote for the people that will deport nobody and bring a bunch of people in. Genius. Genius idea. And liberals are acting like the sky is falling. Liberals are acting like they're all getting deported. Liberals are in fucking panic mode about it. And goofy people on the internet are pretending like nobody's getting deported. It's the darndest thing I've ever seen. It'll never be enough for you, though. As you live in a fantasy world where we're gonna deport all the blacks back to Africa, and we're gonna send all the Indians back, and this is not realistic. But you're ungrateful. You're like, well, we can't get rid of them all. We just won't. Just fuck it. Just won't get rid of nobody. I'll vote Democrat. I'll vote Gavin Newsom. Like, that don't even make sense. Gavin Newsom gonna open that border up. You think there's too many of them now? Wait till you vote for Gavin Newsom. How does that make any sense whatsoever? I think you're better off voting Mitt fucking Romney than Gavin Newsom. What the fuck? Sanity. See, Larson's obsessed with Trump. He's like, Trump is live. Who gives a shit, man? He's the president. He's going to be live a lot. Can't watch it all. He's in firm control. That's all I know. And whatever he decides to do is the right move. And you just got to accept it. You're not the president. Stop trying to be the president. Stop trying to play the president in a chat room. You're not the president. You don't know nothing. I told you, it's you break the glass. Donald Trump's behind the glass. It's an emergency. The building's on fire. It's chaos. And you break the glass and Trump comes out. Now, you don't break the glass and start following Trump around as he cleans the mess up. No, I broke the glass. I'm retreating into safety. I'm fleeing the building. Trump's got it. I'm not following him around the building, micromanaging. The fuck? Crazy. I mean, how many illegals did you expect to be deported in the first year? 10 million? You're not being realistic. You're just not. And see, this is why you got to keep voting Republican. You've got to vote for J.D. Vance. You've got to do these things because it's going to take a long time to deport all these illegals. And you're not going to get it done if you keep fiddling fucking around and voting for Democrats to try to play some troll game or stick it to Trump or whatever dumb shit you're doing. Grow up. Good God, grow up. I'm tired of all these little children on here. What the hell they're talking about? They don't live in a reality. Were we just going to teleport all these fucking people out of here in a year? The fuck do you think was going to happen? And what are the Democrats offering in the midterms? They're going to impeach Trump. So I'm supposed to believe that this country wants to impeach Donald Trump. That's for what? For what exactly? For deporting illegals? But the country voted for the deportations. So why 2 years later would they be like, nah, we don't want these deportations now? That doesn't make any sense. And deporting illegals, the majority of the country still supports it in all polling. So it's not that. And that's all the Democrats talk about. They ain't talking about affordability. And how could they? They caused the affordability to get all fucked up in the first place. They're the ones that did it. So how can they really run on that? You have to be an absolute retard to put these people back in power if your issue is affordability. The fuck? You really showcase you're an idiot. Like you have no long-term memory. Like you just forgot that they did it in the first place. They're the reason everything's expensive. Last thing you need to do is put them people in power if you're worried about affordability. So look at the gas prices in the cities they run and in the states they run. Look at the gas. Nobody's watching the fucking Grammys. Nobody gives a shit about this stuff anymore. Because it's just a bunch of liberals circle jerking each other. And who cares about that? Who cares about watching that? I haven't watched an award show in years. And they're all there bitching about ICE. And they're all mad at ICE. It's the dumbest shit. It's the dumbest fucking shit. And nobody's watching this shit. And nobody gives a fuck about it. In every metric around you, the left is losing, but you're supposed to believe that they're going to win the midterms. I'm just asking somebody to explain it to me because I don't get it. Like, I genuinely don't get it. I just don't see it. How? People just hate Trump, but Trump has gotten more popular every election he's had. You can see it in the votes. He's gained more votes every election, so I don't think he's becoming less popular. I just don't think that's wishful thinking, I think. And I think at this point, if you're going on that, you're an idiot. Like, come on, man. We got to stop pretending like Trump is hated or something. There's a lot of people that like Trump, and the numbers keep growing. And having success, like taking Maduro out and doing these things, that's not going to cause people not to like him. There's going to be a bunch of people that are going to support Trump that were like Venezuelans and shit now. Like, his Hispanic numbers shot up after he did that in the polling. Like, one poll, he went up like 28 points or some shit with Hispanics. So, like, where's the victory for Democrats? I don't see it. Why would people elect Democrats if Trump's just not doing enough? They're not doing enough. Okay, but why wouldn't you still vote Republican anyway? Just because the Democrats are going to fuck everything up and you know that. So wouldn't you just vote for the Republicans anyway? At least they're doing something. Yeah, maybe it's not enough for you, but it's something. And you're going to go from getting something to nothing at all, and actually getting your ass handed to you is what you're going to get. Just doesn't make a lot of sense for me. What the hell? I'm not doing that. That's retarded. If you're going to tell me somebody wants to kill me, and then you're going to tell me that I should vote for that same person to cause like a chain reaction, like accelerate things, he'll fuck things up so bad that then what'll happen? I mean, people will vote for Hitler or something. I don't even, like, what's the end game here? I feel like that's their end game. Like, people will vote for Hitler. And I'm like, well, maybe I don't want Hitler either. Maybe I just won't vote for some lunatic like Gavin Newsom to be my president. Because that's retarded. That's so retarded. Why would I do that? Fucking dumb. As soon as you tell me to do that, I can't take you very seriously. Like, you're kind of like Nick Fuentes to me is kind of a comedy act. It's just funny. He says funny shit. He's a funny guy. But, then he says goofy ass shit. Like, maybe he's joking around. I don't know. But one minute, Nick Fuentes is telling me that the left wants to kill me and my children. And then the next, he's telling me to vote for Gavin Newsom. Like, what the? Make that make sense. If you're going to tell me the Democrats want to kill me, then I'm just going to vote for whoever Republican there is. Whoever the nominee is, I'm just going to vote for him because, that I don't really have much choice here. Like, my life's on the line, so I got to vote. I got to vote J.D. Vance. If that's the nominee. I mean, hello? What are you talking about? I think tighten the message up a little bit. Just it's all over the place. It's ridiculous. These people want to kill you. Vote for them. Because Trump just ain't doing enough. And he's a puppet of Israel. Ooh. Oh, I'm scared. I mean, God, get a grip. The Israel stuff is really just it's so retarded. We've got to get a grip with the Israel stuff. That's the only negative about going into Iran is that we're going to have to hear, oh, God, Israel, 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 Israel. Oh, my God, Israel. We ain't going to hear the end of it. As soon as them missiles start flying and shit. I don't know, Trump might just go in and kill all of the leadership and leave. Might just be in and out. They're all dead. Bye-bye. Figure it out. That's what they did in Venezuela. Like, they went into Venezuela. And they used some secret weapon. Some secret fucking weapon that Trump was talking about it. It's like a secret weapon. All these motherfucking soldiers just fall over. They just point this cannon thing at them. Some sound wave shit. And all of them just fall over. You know they brought them back in them little boxes. You saw them get off the plane. They was all in little boxes. I think this little cannon thing just makes them all explode or some shit. I don't know. But they fucked these motherfuckers up with this sound weapon thing. And these motherfuckers in Iran don't seem to understand. I see people on Twitter just sound retarded. People really don't get it. They don't seem to understand how strong America's military is. See, Trump's not going to stay. See, the problem with, like, we can go in and fuck the shit out of somebody. We went into Iraq and blew it the fuck up and just took it over in like 2 weeks. But the problem we have is we don't need to take it over. We need to leave. So we need to come in, fuck shit up, and just leave. We don't need to stay, because when we stay, it just goes on and on. We're there forever. People are dying. It's just, no, we go in, blow the shit up, kill this motherfucker, and leave. That's what he did in Venezuela. He went in, he captured the motherfucker, and he left. And he told these motherfuckers, there was some news article I read, and it was like, that new prime minister of Venezuela, or the president, or wherever the fuck they got over there, they told her she had 15 minutes to decide if she was going to work with Trump or not. And if she said no, they were going to shoot her ass. So that's what Trump is going to do. He's going to go in. He's going to shoot these motherfuckers. That's going to be the end of it. And whatever they did to these motherfuckers must be so terrifying. It must be so terrifying to witness that they're like, listen, if you don't cooperate, we'll come back. They don't want them to come back. So they're doing whatever they're told. You're going to do whatever you're told, or they're going to come back in the night. They're going to come back in the night with the sound cannon, and like nothing can save you. There's nothing you can do about it. Wait till he goes into Iran. It ain't going to be some fucking bullshit. That's why it keeps taking longer and longer, and they keep bringing more ships and more planes.
Because it's going to be like overwhelming force. It's not going to be no bullshit. And then you nerds will be fucking panicking like a fucking. You'll be panicking. It'll happen. I don't know when it'll happen, but it'll happen. It'll just come out of the blue. And you'll start panicking and freaking out. And you'll say, I'm not dying for Israel. I'm not dying for Israel. You'll be panicking, a full panic. You'll be in a full fucking panic. And I'll be telling you, it's fine. It'll be fine. Trump's going to slap him around. Just relax. And he'll slap him around and it'll all be over. And you'll be crying. You'll be crying the whole time, but then it'll be over. And that'll be that. The Ayatollah will be, he'll either be dead or be in a prison cell next to Maduro. That'll be it. And then you'll be coping. You'll be in here going, well, it wasn't our place. It wasn't our place. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Of course it's our place. We run the world. Trump's king of the world. What are you talking about? What are you fucking talking about? Get over it. The Constitution doesn't apply in fucking Iran. Get over it, you fucking idiot. Doesn't apply in Venezuela. We can just go there and take it out. Get over it. Bunch of crying. Yeah, Iran. I'm sure Iran's gonna just. I'm sure they're just a force to be reckoned with. But hey, maybe they are. I keep hearing about their sleeper cells they got and all this shit. I guess we're about to see it, huh? I guess we've reached the end game. Ain't this shit in the Bible? I mean, this is the final battle with Iran. This is it. This is it. If Iran has anything, they gotta show it all. They gotta release it all. What if they had a nuclear bomb and they just dropped it on Israel? You motherfuckers be in here cheering. You'd be rejoicing. You lunatics. What's going to happen is Trump is going to slap him around. You're going to see the full might of the United States military, and you're going to be in awe. You're going to say, holy shit. And all this, Iran's a legit country, and all this bullshit, it's not going to mean anything. Because reality is going to come soaring in on your ass. You're going to be like, holy shit. You're going to realize Iran ain't shit. Iran ain't nothing. First of all, the weapons ain't even going to fire. Don't you realize the weapons in Venezuela, they didn't even fire. They tried to fire the shit and it wouldn't even go off because they hacked into it all and shut it off before they even went in there. We just turned all their shit off and just started fucking them up and hitting them with sound cannons and shit. You just seen that shit happen. You just seen it. And now you're like, oh, Iran. Iran, the same people that call up. It's just that's funny as shit. They call up Trump. They're like, listen, you killed our general. We're gonna fire some missiles at one of your bases. We just wanted to tell you. We're gonna do it in like 12 hours. And Trump's like, all right. Yeah, so just a heads up, we gotta do it, right? We gotta do it. Come on, we look like a bunch of punks if we don't do it. And Trump's like, yeah, I guess. Like, please, Mr. Trump, please let us fire these missiles at the base and don't do nothing. We can just say, we both got our hits in, We both got our shots in and we called it even, And Trump's like, all right. Like, it's pathetic. And you think America can't fuck that country up. Now, what happens to that country after? I don't know. America's not powerful enough to just fucking. I mean, they couldn't do it in Iraq. You just can't. That's what I'm saying. You've got to. If you're gonna do regime change, then you change regime. You leave. You just go in, do it. It's done. And I think that's what Trump's looking to do. Go in, take the leadership out, and it's over. We're gone. And what the people decide to do with the country after that is on them. And then maybe you do the thing where you kind of threaten the new leader, like, hey, we can come back and, hit you with this sound cannon thing. I done told you Trump has no choice but to act. I done told you. Trump's backed into a corner here. He backed himself into this corner. And it's not about Russia. I mean, yeah, all these things affect all these things, but that doesn't mean that's what it's about. It's about the fact that Trump ran his mouth and he drew a red line and they stepped over the red line and just was like, fuck them. And kind of made a fool of him. Just like Maduro was taunting him and shit. You see how that works out for Maduro. And then Trump looked strong after Maduro. On the world stage, like, he looked strong. Like, oh, don't fuck with Trump. And then if you run your mouth to Iran, you draw the red line, and then they step over it, well, now you look like a bitch. You look like a punk ass bitch. And the same goes for Israel, because Israel, said all this stuff. And Israel suffers the same thing. Netanyahu ran his mouth. He told these people if they rose up, he'd be with them. And then they never came to help him, and all these people died. So now, I mean, you had the support of the people in the country. You had an opportunity to overturn the leadership, but you didn't take it. You kind of wussed out. And you talked a big game. And now you just look like a bunch of punks. I'm telling you, this is what it's about. It's a very primal thing. It's like, you look like a punk bitch. You got punked out by the Ayatollah. You told the Ayatollah, you said, hey, stand down. And he said, go fuck yourself. And he killed like 30,000 people and told you to go fuck yourself. And he said, this is my country and I'll run this motherfucker. And you were like, if you do that, you're getting handled. You're getting fucked up if you do that. And he did it. Just think about it think about looking back on it 20, 30 years from now. Just looking back at the history of it and how it's going to be viewed. It's going to be viewed as a weak move. It's going to be viewed as Trump got punked. He talked a big game, but he didn't back it up. He was scared of Iran, I guess. But I don't think Trump's going out like that. I don't think Trump's going out like that. I just think Trump if he's going to do something, he wants it to be successful. So he wants it to be. He's asking these military leaders what they need, and they're telling him what they need. So that's why you're seeing more ships and more of these things, because Trump wants it to be perfect. So he wants to be able to get on there and talk shit and gloat about it. So it needs to be flawless. So whatever we need, we got to get it in place. He's not going to do something just off the whim that's going to, he doesn't want a big military failure. But they talked a lot of shit. I'm telling you, Trump ain't letting it slide. And Trump believes that Iran tried to kill him. So he really believes that. So whether you believe that is irrelevant. He believes that. So. And they kind of admit to it. And you got to remember, they've tried to assassinate Trump multiple times, more than 2 times, at least 3 times that I can show you. So Trump's not letting it slide, I'm telling you. He ain't letting Iran slide. If he's going to do something about it, he has to do it now. He's not going to be president forever. Can't run again. This is it. What's he going? He's going to hope J.D. Vance handles it? I'm telling you, Trump's handling it. You're going to see the final battle in Iran. They're going to fire all their little missiles at Israel. They're probably going to level fucking Israel. I mean, at least that's what people say. But deep down inside, if you really think about it, look deep in your soul and really accept this reality. That Trump's just going to go in there, kill the leadership, and leave. Maybe drop a couple of missiles on some shit and leave. And there ain't going to be nothing. And you're just going to be like, what the fuck? Just like Venezuela, they hyped that bullshit up. Oh, it's going to be this big war. Oh, my God, Trump. And we in a fucking war with Venezuela? It was in and out. It was like an hour. Sometimes you got to go to war. Sometimes it's Trump's. Listen, we're getting the final battle. You just got to accept it. I mean, goddamn. It's the final battle. You're not going to have to hear about Iran anymore. Let's get to it. I think it's in the Bible. Trump said, let's get to it. Enough talking. Here soon, Trump's going to say, enough talking. And the missiles are going to go off. And you guys are going to be crying. You're going to be saying, I'm not dying for Israel. And then it'll all be over. Before it even begins, you'll be going, what the? It'll all be over. And then 2 weeks from that day, you won't even be talking about Iran. It's the craziest shit. You won't even be talking about it. You'll be sitting there talking about some new bullshit. You'll be on to something new. And that whole Iran thing will be a distant memory. And then I'll say, remember when y'all thought you were going to have some big war with Iran, you were going to die for Israel, and that didn't happen? And nobody will say anything. They'll just pretend that never happened. They were never freaking out about that. But they were. Oswald, what are you talking about? Are you high? Been smoking pot? Rogue stands with the Ayatollah of Iran. Stands with them. Anyway, it's time for a nap.